What's up, badass nerds and all others who do not identify as badass nerds? This isn't a normal video. I'm taking it on my laptop and I don't know how long it's gonna be. It's not gonna be funny. It's not the kind of stuff I like making. But I'm just so angry and I'm so frustrated and I feel so alone and abandoned. I live in a Barnwell nursing home or rehab. It's actually the Grand at Barnwell now because the Grand took it over and it's gotten so fucking bad. I just wanted to get into what is going on. I want to let everyone know the kind of things that are happening in a nursing home. I guess you could say we're one of the lucky nursing homes because nobody has died from COVID yet. We have been locked up in here for, God, how long has it been? For about probably 3 months. Weren't allowed, and we aren't allowed still to go outside. We're not allowed to, see our families. They can't come in. Visitors can't come in. We can't go out. One of the saddest things I've ever seen that broke my heart was, it was only about a week ago. There's an old man his family had dropped something off for him, and he went to the snack room window, which was closed, and one of his female family members went to the other side outside so that she could see him and talk to him through the glass, and so that she could hold up his dog, which he was not allowed to touch, so that he could see his dog. I miss my dog very much. Usually he would see me about once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks. So we have been just locked up in here for 3 months. There was a smoking program, and I was in it, and we were the only ones that were allowed to go outside to smoke. It was 4 times a day. Then they cut it down to 2 times a day, promising that it wasn't going away. And then, of course, they cut it out completely because we weren't staying 6 feet apart, which I'll get to why that pisses me off so much in a second. But so now none of us are allowed outside at all. They forced us to quit smoking at a time like this. And then they just locked us on our floors. So they just made the situation so much worse. Just, oh my God. So now we're not allowed off of our floors. Ever since a week and a half ago. And that is really irritating well, first we weren't allowed on anybody else's floors. We were allowed to go down and get like our food if we ordered it, or our go to the vending machine. Now, they have completely locked out the elevators, so we are literally trapped. My anxiety has never been worse. I'm at the end of my rope. Like I'm so, I can't even explain I know everyone's like stuck in their house or whatever, but you have free will. You can go outside. You get to choose. Like, I don't get to choose. Now, we are trapped on our floors, and my floor was filled up with crazy people before they trapped me on the floor, because they took a bunch of people from the 6th floor because they were trying to make that like the quarantine floor for people that go out to dialysis, because they leave the building, come back in, they could bring in whatever, so they did that way too late though, and they put a bunch of just people that don't even know where the fuck they are. This is supposed to be the rehab floor. It's just full of old people following other people around, asking them when their kids are coming, and like at midnight they'll be like, "When is Johnny coming?" And it's just like, and they'll ask me too, and I try to be respectful because they're elderly, but sometimes I'm snapping way more than usual, because I I don't have it in me. I can't even explain to you how just crazy my floor is. There's a Russian woman who screams I literally all night. She cries and screams all night long. And a lot of people can't sleep because she just screams all night. There's a man who follows everyone around, asking them, "Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question? Why am I here? Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question? Why don't you like me? Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question? No, you can't." And then there's another woman who just is like mean and nasty one minute and sweet the other, and she's just like keeps like calling me fat like for no reason. Like, she'll just like, "You, what are you, the fucking, what the fuck is she, it's so stupid. What are you, the captain of the food ship?" It was something that stupid. And I was like, really? Shut up, fatty. Like, you're fat too. Shut up, you fat fatty. I can't control myself anymore. I'm just snapping. And there's just so much craziness on this floor, and I'm trapped on it. I can't, there's no way to get away from it except being in my room, which it's starting to feel smaller and smaller, and I'm getting like more and more just claustrophobic. I don't know. So we have 112 confirmed cases of COVID in the building. That's about half of the people here. My floor, the fifth floor, we don't have any cases. We are all negative, but it's not going to stay that way. We just got the test yesterday. By the way, hurt like fucking hell. They're so painful. jam it up, like, into your fucking brain and twist it around. Like, my eyes started just watering because it hurt. And my friend Darlana, she just flat out sobbed. It's not gonna stay that way. We're not gonna stay negative. Because when they started getting confirmed cases, first of all, the first confirmed case was on the first floor, which is the locked unit. Those people cannot get out anywhere. They can't even mingle with any other residents. It's just them, which means a staff member brought it in because they don't care. They don't care. They brought it in, and then it just started spreading like a virus, which it is. And once staff caught word of that, everyone started to quit. Like, just walking out, quitting, and then like some people cried, be like, I want to come back when this is over. No, that's not okay. This is a crisis. You work in the healthcare industry. If you were an aide at a hospital, you would have to be around sickness and illness and all types of bacteria and virus all the time. And why is this different? Why? And everyone's like, oh, people have to protect themselves. They signed up for this job just to abandon it when we need them the most? Are you joking? It's not okay. So a bunch of people left. There's like almost nobody here. It's on the overnights, the supervisor has to be a supervisor and a nurse on 4 different floors half the time. That's insane. That's an unrealistic expectation of anybody. The people that stayed, they're staying for the money and the incentives. Oh, you know what? It just reminded me of something. Our administrator, whose name I'll not use because trying to not be a dick, even though he is such a dick. He's so condescending and he talks to you like you're stupid. And it's because I had a conversation with him about this bullshit. Oh my God, there's so much to just be angry about. Like, you don't even understand. Before, when we weren't, like, they stopped the activities and we weren't allowed to, like, do anything or go near anybody. We had to be 6 feet apart. The fucking activity staff were making dance videos to put on TikTok and all this bullshit. And they were having a grand old time taking pictures with their, like, outfits. They would, like, do a stripes day or, like, polka dot day or what, like, douchebag day. And they would all get together and take pictures. And we had a big sign outside that says, heroes work here. No, the fuck they don't. That changed real quick when they heard about 1 case of COVID. They were fucking out. So I went to the administrator and I was like, why is it okay that we are not allowed to do a goddamn thing and they're all allowed to just have little dance parties and fucking co-mingle and breathe on each other? And he's like, oh, well, I'm risking their safety rather than risking yours. People wouldn't come to work if we didn't do things like that. Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you out of your goddamn mind? The people that work here, no offense, a lot of them are just ghetto motherfuckers. Like, they don't do that shit. They don't care about that shit. They want their money. It's money, money, money. Give them money, money, and they'll be here. They don't care. That's what they're here for. They don't give a shit about your dance parties. And fucking the administrator, he had COVID. He got the virus. And I don't know if I'm right. I'm not going to speak out of turn and act like I know this for a fact, but I've heard that once you have the virus, you always have it inside you, like chicken pox or something like that. So he had it, and he was coming in here before he realized what it was. He was coming in here sick. But we were the ones that they all acted like were fucking covered in plutonium. Like we were just radioactive garbage that, like, we don't want to be around a bunch of you at once. Like, we, like, don't touch each other. You motherfuckers are the one that did this to us. The staff fucking killed us. They killed us. Because even though half of the people in the building don't have COVID yet, they're gonna have it. Because there's nobody to work. So they have no staff. So people that work with the sick people, they're gonna end up going and working with floors that don't have any fucking... They're gonna end up coming to this floor where we're all negative and getting us all sick. Because they don't have a choice, because there's nobody to work. And you know the fucking bigwigs won't do shit. So administration thought they could push this off. Oh, it'll get better, like, by fucking doing nothing. And they stopped taking temperatures at the door. The vending machine guy was still coming in and filling up the machines. The x-ray technicians were coming in, and they're from the hospital. I imagine yesterday was so surreal to me, because yesterday is the day we got tested, and these two women from the health department show up. They've got this cart with all this stuff on it, and they're covered head to toe in a blue gown, one of those hats people wear during surgery, gloves, of course, a mask. Just the only thing you could see on them was this strip, or eyes strip right there. That's it. And they come in, and they were talking to one of the guys, and they were saying something. They're joking, like, oh yeah, I think this test is actually worth more than gold right now. Lucky us, I guess. It was just a strange thing to encounter and to see. It just felt more like the pandemic that it is. Because we haven't seen anything outside. We don't know what the grocery stores look like, what the streets look like. We don't know. But seeing that was just like... I can't explain the feeling. It was just... There's not enough people here to care for the residents. There's not enough. People are being neglected because the staff just can't handle doing 40 people at once. Like, we had one nurse, one aide, and one RA. It's not plausible to believe that 1.5 aides can take care of 40 people for 8 hours. And the kitchen, almost everybody from the kitchen bounced. They were out. They're gone. They quit. So now They used to come up with a big, hot cart, and they would, plug it in and they would serve from there so that people could have hot food, and the aides would put the trays together. Now they bring up the trays on the elevator, push them out, and they have styrofoam plates on them, and the food is already on there, and the styrofoam plate over it, they push it out, and then they go back in the elevator and leave. Meals have been coming later and later. Today, these people didn't get breakfast. I say these people because I don't eat the food here. I know better. I've learned a lot of things in 5 fucking years. They didn't get to eat till, I don't know, 10 o'clock. When usually they're supposed to eat at 8, they had to wait. Their bodies are used to this timeline they put them on. So they're probably starving. I have no hope. Because it's just gonna keep spreading. These people don't care what they're doing. If all these people die, they can just fill the beds again and get more money. And the staff don't care. They were having parties and partying and doing dumb shit. And they were supposed to be quarantining themselves. And they acted like we were the ones that were gross almost. We were the ones that were infected. And no, they got themselves infected and then they infected us. And that's not our fault. We can't do anything. We can't do a goddamn thing. Somebody keeps telling me to call 911 so I can go to the hospital and then make them get me into a different nursing home when they try to kick me out. And it's not that simple, especially when you don't have any help or support, which is another reason that I'm just so over the edge. I feel like my family doesn't even care about me. I don't think they're even worried. My dad won't even download something on his phone so that we can video chat. I'm a prisoner. I'm in prison. I am 100% in prison. Because I cannot get out no matter what I do. I can't roll down the stairs. I can't get on the elevator. I am trapped. It won't be long till we are quarantined to our rooms. We can still go out into the hallway to go to the water machine or to go to the nurse, what have you. But real soon they're gonna just make us stay in our rooms. And when I do go out into the hallway, I put this on. This place supplies shitty ones, but my best friend dropped these off for me, along with Lysol wipes and Lysol to disinfect. And they took that at first. They wouldn't give it to me. They wouldn't let me protect myself from this virus. I finally gave it back because my best friend called here. My 2 best friends are the ones that are worried about me the most. And I love them so much for that. It somewhat makes up for my parents and my brothers just not giving a shit. I'm going crazy because I'm just around all these crazy people. I didn't get as angry in this video as I thought I would get, but I think that's because my throat keeps getting so dry that I croak and can't talk, and it's hard to project. So I think that's what's stopping me from just freaking the fuck out. But believe me, inside I'm kicking and screaming and cursing. Everyone keeps making excuses for healthcare workers, like, oh, they deserve to protect themselves and blah blah blah. They signed up for a job where their job is to protect other people. What about us? What about all of us in all of these homes? We didn't choose this, and you're all abandoning us because it's a very selfish thing to do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in this situation. It's very selfish to promise that you are going to help people and protect people, and then just at the first sign of crisis, just leaving them to die. A lot of nursing homes are being evacuated because nobody's coming to work, and they're filling up the hospitals again. That's what's going to happen in this place. I don't know if we're going to get evacuated or if we are going to all get COVID. I don't know which one is going to happen first. I don't know which one's going to win the race. I guess I hope, if those are my only two options, I guess I hope that we get evacuated first so that not everyone catches COVID. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. It's weird. I did have pneumonia like a month and a half, 2 months ago. I had pneumonia. Maybe it's coming back or something. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if this wasn't juicy enough for you. If it didn't, quell your need to hear about morbid shit. But this wasn't all about people dying. Not yet, anyway. If you think this is boring, I'd love for you to live it for a day. Because it is fucking insane here. That's all. I feel like 1/100th of the way better. Just the tiniest little speck. If you have questions, I guess, leave them in the comments below and I will definitely answer them, because I have nothing else to do. Stay safe and wash your hands. Stay away from people as much as possible. Just try to keep living, because that's what I'm doing at all times, trying to keep living. Keep being badass, keep being nerdy. Much love and peace out, y'all.